This is a HeadGum podcast.
You got mail.
Hi, I'm Elise Morales.
And I'm Millie Tamaris.
And this is
Go Touch Grass,
the podcast where we log in
so you can log off.
Millie and I are two chronically online comedians, and on this podcast, we break down the week in internet discourse, viral memes, TikTok trends, and niche influencer drama so that you can spend time with your loved ones.
And if you don't want to do that, I don't know what to help you. And if you like what you hear today and want to hear more, we got a Go Touch Grass Patreon already up and running with all of our test episodes, mini trending topics, a weekly newsletter, and our spin-off series Search History, where we go back and break down a viral discourse from the past.
And don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and review. We love them.
We love them. And guess what else we love? We love this thing that I'm going to announce.
And wow.
We have a very
Big
fun
announcement
for you. Elise and I will be performing our first ever live Go Touch Grass episode at the Y'all Fest, which is the Yes and Laughter Lab Festival, on Friday, April 19th at 7:15 p.m. at the Asylum, which is a comedy venue here in New York City. We'll have more updates on that soon, but mark your calendars.
Yeah, I guess it is important for you to say that we're performing at Asylum and it's a comedy venue and not just the Asylum that we're performing at a mental facility, which could...
I mean...
Listeners know it could happen.
Yes. We said in one of our Patreon episodes that, like, one of the women was super litigious, and we're worried that she'll do, because she does wellness checks on people. Yeah. And it's like, they're going to do a wellness check on us, and they're going to be like, you're not well. Pass. Yeah.
Speaking of two people who I think would pass a wellness check.
I would like to think so.
I would say they're passing the wellness check here in studio. We have two incredible guests today. They're comedians, they're producers, they are bespectacled.
Yes.
We have Alexis, Bradby, and Kristal Adams of Astigmatism Comedy.
Do you both have astigmatism?
Yes.
Wow.
We all have our glasses today, and actually this morning I woke up and the first thing that happened is I broke my glasses. So these are an old pair and the prescription's slightly off.
No. Can you see this?
That I can see. Millie's giving me the finger right in my face. I'm like, my eyesight's not that bad. Well, guys, we're so excited to have you. I don't know if we should all go around and say our prescription.
Mine is bad. You ever have someone put your glasses on and be like, whoa? It's like, okay.
I don't know what mine is, but I know, somebody's definitely done that to me before.
Yeah.
It's just because numbers don't stick in my head. I don't even remember my own wedding anniversary.
Wow.
I know. I do love my husband.
That has nothing to do with your sight. That's a deeper
Right, exactly. It's
we should unpack on a different podcast. Esther Perel is down the hall. Well, much like Elise and I, you guys are two comedians and collaborators, and we want to know how you met and how you got started, and like what made you want to start working together.
Great question.
Yes, we love this story.
Okay.
We were both comedians in Los Angeles.
Ooh.
Yes.
And Kristal was the big dog, and I was just a little fish in the pond. And we did a show together. But this show came about after I opened for Kristal one weekend.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Well, yeah. So we drove out to Big Bear, and.
Wow.
I know, yeah. We were two black girls up in the mountains.
Yes.
And we went, and on the way there, I literally had this thought, like, wouldn't it be so fun if me and Alexis had a show together and we called it Astigmatism? And I didn't tell her.
She didn't tell me.
And so I left to New York. And she was still in LA. No plans to move to New York. And then she moved to New York.
Wow.
And then
she's she told me, I was like, that sounds cool.
And then now we're doing it.
Yeah.
What made you move to New York? I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
I moved just because of like the strikes were happening, and I was working in TV, and then it's like, well, all my jobs are gone.
Yeah.
So I just came to focus on stand-up more.
Yeah. I know. We all did that shift. Pivot to stand-up.
TBT to the strike.
Yes. They're supposedly over, but are they?
Well, I did your show, and it was so much fun. You guys do it at a bookstore here in the city, which is like the best vibe for me personally, considering I do a lot of like reluctant Harry Potter kid material. I was like, this is a space where I can really lay out all of my conundrums regarding
Elise
the
reads
fandom.
a lot too. Like she's read the book.
Yeah.
I've listened to the podcast. Elise has read the book. I've listened to all the podcasts, read all the articles, watched all the World Star videos, but Elise has read the book.
That's so funny. I think I'm probably like, more of a podcast or an audiobook person.
I'm
but
an
an audiobook
right now.
on speed, like on 2-point speed.
Oh,
I
I
gotta
can't do
listen
that.
to it fast.
But I could only listen to like fun, like kind of crazy YA audiobook.
I always do YA audiobooks.
Like,
The audiobook world has only become like recent for me, but I specifically listen to a lot of like YA, not audiobooks. I don't know what it is, but that genre really comes alive for me.
Our reading
Yeah,
has been increased because for the show, like we partner with the bookstore to do a book of the month.
Yeah.
So I'm like minimum gonna read a book of the month. Except
That's
for
beautiful.
I
Wow.
messed up
That's
last
so
And
week.
do you
good.
do jokes? Yeah, do you do jokes about the books of the month or?
Yeah, that's the plan is to like talk more about it. Like for next month, we're trying to pick a book that's someone who lives in New York and like hopefully they can come out and like it can be a whole thing.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's beautiful. All right, guys. Our first segment of the podcast is called The Discourse. It is where we talk about what everybody's talking about online. And this is a rich discourse today.
That was a big sign.
I'm
excited.
I feel like
It's
I'm
something
scared
that we have not yet addressed on the free feed, but we have been talking about on the Patreon.
2 Patreon ups.
We have 2 Patreon episodes for anyone who's interested going through the whole Kate Middleton timeline.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But today we are going to be discussing Kate Middleton discourse and specifically the William cheating rumors.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Have
With
you
the-
guys
Yeah.
have you guys heard these rumors?
I've heard them. I thought we were gonna. Yeah. I thought we were talking about how maybe she's not here on this earth.
Well,
anymore.
we went through the whole timeline. We went through the whole timeline in our 2 podcast episodes.
Oh wow. Okay.
So-
Like from when she first went missing and everything.
But I will say,
Oh.
just because there is stuff that has happened since the last episode we
Yeah.
released on this
Oh,
topic,
really?
which was literally Saturday
Yeah.
in
Oh.
our
Yeah.
Patreon. So number one, today there were rumors all day that the palace was going to make an announcement. That's not true. It was
Oh,
just,
they did it. Oh,
there's
somebody
no
started
announcement. That literally was
I
just
thought the
people.
announcement was going to be on Wednesday or
No,
something.
it was literally just people tweeting shit. There's no like confirmation that an announcement is happening
It was
today.
Perez Hilton.
Maybe in the future they'll make an announcement, but like I went on Twitter and it was like hashtag Middleton, hashtag Buckingham announcement. I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be an announcement, and then it was like, this is just
No.
like people tweeting
Yeah.
stuff, which is a big theme I think in this story in general. But Kate Middleton, the palace has said that Kate Middleton, number one, I saw a headline that said Kate Middleton is going to soft launch herself on Easter, which I'm like, okay, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I heard that she will return on Easter, and
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
That's which is
Wow.
what they've always said is that she was gonna come back March 31st, but it's very funny to be like she will rise again. on Easter. So anyway, today what we are going to get into are the rumors that have become very prevalent online. This is not the first time they've come out. That Prince William is having an affair.
With the
Rose Hanbury, the
The
Marchioness of
Chumley.
Chumley.
I have heard this title.
Yes.
Okay, how do you think Chumley spelled, Alexis?
Chun-Li, I mean, I'm going like Nicki Minaj, like Chun-Li with an M.
Okay. So spell how you think it's spelled.
Okay, I'm thinking Chumli.
Okay.
Do you have a guess?
Okay, since we're being asked that, I'm gonna guess there's an H in there for
Okay.
sure.
Oh.
Yeah, wait,
There's
maybe a
definitely
K.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
maybe.
British, yeah.
Chumley is
Chumley.
spelled
Okay.
Okay,
Oh wait,
spell it.
T. Is it a T?
Cholmondely.
That's French.
Where'd the D come from?
Well,
What?
it's like Shalamon.
Cholmondele is how it's
Cholmondele.
spelled.
Is it French?
I don't know.
don't
I think
know.
it's actually just so British that it's
Because
crazy.
they are so notorious for like spelling a word with 10 letters, but then saying it with 5.
Wow.
See, I feel like if it was French, it would
Wow,
be
go off.
E.T. at the end.
Yeah,
but
maybe,
But
yeah.
I think it's just one of
Go
those
off.
weird.
Oh my gosh.
But I remember, like, the one time I went to the UK, it was, like, I was in a place called Chiswick, and they were like, it's Chiswick. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right.
Leicester
cool.
is also spelled like
Yeah.
Leicester.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
I mean,
I'm-
we can't say anything with the Houston and the
Yeah.
Houston of it all. But I'm just saying, but that comes from them. I will say.
Yeah. I think it's important to know that this title is spelled crazy. I am going to show you guys a picture in case you haven't seen her. So this is Miss Rose.
Okay.
Oh, she looks like Anne Hathaway a little bit.
She does. You know, the thing is, Millie and I talked about this a little on the Patreon. She and Kate are in the same genre
Oh, for
world.
sure. Got
They're
it
in
tight.
they would go to the same audition.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. And I think that a lot of the pictures of Chumley, which I'm just going to call her Chumley
Yeah.
the rest of the episode. I think a lot of the pictures of Chumley are not doing her full justice because she is like a former model. I was trying to figure out how legit.
But model.
I was trying to figure out how legit this is. She is signed to Kate, like the agency that discovered Kate Moss. But when I put in Rose Hanbury modeling, I can't find any model photos.
Oh.
But this is a picture of her younger, and I think she is like quite
she's
hot.
blonde.
Okay.
She's blonde here. She's
Just
giving
skinny.
model.
I just whitewoman.com. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, but like,
whatever.
Yeah.
you know, model.
Yeah, because she said, "Oh, she's a model," and I'm like, "Well, technically, I'm a model." Like, you know, you meet a guy pervy enough on Instagram with a camera, you're a model.
You're a
Yeah.
model.
There's that Drake lyric. How you say model? You ain't been in Vogue. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's been in Vogue. I don't know.
I don't think that Chumley has been in Vogue.
I'm like, have I been in?
I,
I've been on the Carol's Daughter website.
That is something.
that's real.
Yeah.
That's legit as
That's
a thing.
real.
I like their
That's
products.
legit.
Thank you, Lamar Dawson.
And honestly, if I Googled Millie Tamara's modeling, those pictures would probably come up. Whereas when I Google Rose Hanbury modeling,
They
I'm
ain't
not
coming
getting
up.
modeling
They ain't coming
photos.
up.
So,
But she's cute.
Yeah.
The
good
internet
for
gay.
him,
I
is
mean, we're
the
gonna
point.
go on, but the internet gays are like standing. Some of them.
Oh,
are. Like
really?
Kate's never served like this. Like,
Oh,
which I'm like,
she
okay.
does?
Disrespect for Kate.
Not the mistress.
the thing is, I feel like
Celebration.
she's allowed to have more. Kate's fashion has to be so
Yeah.
like completely
Biting off of Megan. Yeah.
biting off of Megan, but also even Megan, I feel like can have like a fun cut every
Yeah.
once in a while. She can play with silhouette
Yes.
Yeah.
if she wants. Kate has to be, when you're in that role, unless
Yeah.
you're Diana, you have to be so like just
Milk toast.
milk
and
toast
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
standard. And I feel like that's also Kate's style. If
Yeah.
she's not trying to like shake things up.
Yeah.
Really? That's the vibe that I'm getting from Miss Katie, though.
So-
Wherever she may be.
Wherever she is.
God rest her. I don't know where she's at.
So you're saying that Rose may be more, as the queer community puts it, cunty.
Yes.
Oh.
Cunty
More
parentheses.
mother.
More mother.
Yeah.
Parentheses complimentary. Because she can take more style risks.
Yes.
Whereas Kate cannot.
Yeah. You got it exactly right,
Yeah.
Millie, is that I think that Chumley is allowed to mother more because, because of her status. Though, I did look it up, and a Marquess and Marchioness or whatever, that's like the second highest rank after a duke. So she's high up there in the rankings. So these rumors about Chumley and Will first popped up back online in 2019 when there was supposedly... So the tea is that Kate and Chumley used to be really close friends.
It'd be like that.
They met back in... It's unclear when they met. This was a question that we had on the Patreon, is like, why didn't Will marry Chumley?
Oh.
They met in, they think, roughly 2009 when Chumley was already engaged to her husband,
Got him.
David
Oh.
Rock Savage.
Wait, she's still married to this man?
She is married to this man. This man is
Oh.
either 23 or 30 years older than her.
Oh, okay.
They have 3
wow.
kids, and he is the Marquess of Chumley. She's the Marchioness, and he's the Marquess of
But
Chumley.
he's actually has the title. She married into that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But she comes from like
Oh,
fancy
so they're not
money
related.
family.
Because this the whole time I've been thinking.
Oh,
who's
you
related?
think they were cousins?
Yeah, 'cause they be doing that shit over
they be
there.
doing that shit.
Yeah, that's not that crazy. That's not
really
that crazy.
Really not that crazy.
But Rose comes from like fancy people background. Her grandma was
Someone's
one of
cousins. Someone's grandmothers were cousins.
Yeah, if we go back far enough,
Yeah,
they're
you
all
go back
cousins.
enough. Yeah, but no, not actually. Direct.
Okay.
They're not like his. They're not like William's grandparents that were cousins.
Her grandma was one of Queen Elizabeth, the recent Queen Elizabeth's bridesmaids in 1947. So they go back.
So there's something there.
Yeah.
They go back.
Little
And
infesty.
my favorite detail is that they are all members of the same friend group, which is called the Turnup Toffs.
I'm sorry. What? Why is there a name for a friend
Why?
group?
I
Is
didn't know
there a
this.
membership?
No. So there
That's like
are
their clique
people
name.
who are like known as members of the Turnup Toffs. I was reading an article about it. It's all basically fancy aristocratic British people who live in this. They have estates in the same area. Toff is like a name for fancy aristocrats. So that's something British people will call the fancy aristocrats.
Interesting. Like the
Um,
bourgeoisie.
yeah, I guess, but I think bourgeoisie, like I think Toff specifically means like you have like titles, like you are titled British people.
What's the group name again?
Turnip Toffs.
Like
The
turn up?
titties.
Like
No,
that
not
would be
even
so
that
fun.
fun.
That's
Not
what
even
I'm
that-
thinking it
No,
was.
the vegetable.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's lame.
You're like,
I do
cool
love
at
the
all.
idea of the turn up Toffs.
Yeah,
though.
that would
that's
be
a different
really
group.
funny.
Like that made sense
That's
as a group. It was
their-
like we
yeah.
like to turn up as aristocrats.
That's
Like,
their like kids. That's their Gen Z kids who all listen to Drake and
Yeah.
you know say the N word like privately
Yeah.
and like are listening to Kanye now. Like,
Yeah.
they just discovered Kanye.
That's
the
controversy.
Yes.
No, these are the turnip toffs.
turnip.
Because
Okay,
they
turnip.
all have estates that are like on former agricultural land where like turnips were once grown.
right, which they never pick
And-
with their own hands.
Yeah,
Well,
certainly
I
not.
mean the name Toff.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
giving.
So yeah, that's what a group of grown adults call themselves, and other grown
Wow.
adults call them that. And the bottom line is that the United Kingdom is silly.
Yeah.
It's a silly place,
Yes.
and they're saying silly
Nerd.
shit.
And they're spelling shit weird. And what they call breakfast is atrocious.
Oh, the beans.
Talk
Oh
about
my
it.
God.
well, you
I
know
watched
what? If you're a fan in the UK, because we do have a patron in New Zealand,
Yeah.
that makes me so happy. So we
Yeah.
might have some fans in the UK.
Yeah.
We love you. And listen, I went to Nando's. I had a good breakfast, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm saying I love whimsy.
Yeah.
I'm saying y'all are whimsical.
Yeah. And there's
It's
nothing wrong with-
whimsical.
There's nothing wrong with some whimsy.
We love your
But
accents, yeah.
when it's
Accents,
rich people,
yeah.
we are going to make fun of you.
Yeah, exactly. We will
For
make
sure.
fun of your
Make fun
institutions.
of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so another recent development. I know,
Girl,
Turnip
we're not
Tops.
even like, we just started on this.
Side note is that the palace is really, really pissed right now because Stephen Colbert made a joke about this alleged affair on his show last week, and they think that he should have warned them that he was going to do the joke. So I was just going to do a poll as comedians. Do we think Stephen Colbert should have warned the palace that he was going to make a joke about Chumley?
I love that there's even a line to the palace. That there's so many things that I would want to. They need to share information first. That's
Right.
what I would
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's correct.
Can you imagine in like the peak of late night if like a few years ago, if every time they made a Donald Trump cafefe joke,
Yeah.
they'd have to
Right.
Let him know.
let him know.
Hey, we're going to make fun of you again.
We're gonna make
And the
We're gonna
intern that
go-
has to type that email.
every week.
I feel like it just goes to show how like totally divorced from what's going on their entire PR team is, that it's like they think Stephen Colbert is gonna give them a heads up. Like, you're not even our monarchy. We're not, like, what are you talking about?
And also, Elise, how dare you say the word divorce with the monarchy?
Yeah.
They would never.
They would never divorce. They'll just disappear someone. We don't know where she is. Listen. Okay, so it is, like I said, it's unclear when they met, but Kate and Chumley have been friends for a long time. But the rumors started to come out in 2019 because it was noted that Kate and Chumley kind of started drifting apart.
Okay.
But
Sleeping with my husband will do that. Yeah.
yeah,
Sleeping
yeah.
with someone's husband will
Yeah, and
slowly kill a friendship.
to just for like Will and Kate history, Will and Kate started dating in 2003. They got married in 2011. They kind of had some on again, off again times. The British press used to call her Waity Katie because they said they were he was making her weight around, which is
because I'm like,
so
she's not fat.
no, but they've called her fat too, which is also insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
I just understand. He gets no hate from them at all. Like, look at him. Like, daddy could get it. This is why I understand the dad's affair. I'm like, I understand the women.
Charles?
Yeah.
You think Charles could get it more than young William?
Younger.
No.
Yes.
I'm trying to go on this ride with you. No.
Young Charles.
Charles, the dad that cheated on Diana,
Yes.
is hotter than Will when he was young.
Will now.
Will now.
Well, yeah.
Will now. We
He's
have
the one that's cheating now.
I know.
But he was cheating then. She's saying in 2003.
Okay.
2003 was when William was handsome. When he was like handsome Prince William.
Okay.
He has degraded since.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm literally going to pull up a picture of young William.
His actual face, he just aged. It's literally, he's balding and it's so bad and he won't let it go. He needs to make a decision. Like,
is he going
get
to
hair
Turkey
plugs or and then is he going to Turkey?
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's rich enough he could get the hair plugs here.
Right.
You go to Turkey to get the $5,000 hair plugs.
He could afford the
He
real deal.
could afford the $50,000 ones that Elon Musk has.
Yes.
Okay, this
Allegedly.
is young William.
Oh wait.
Young William.
She was like, he's hotter than Charles. I'm like, girl,
Wait,
what
let
the
me
hell are you
see
talking
young
about?
Charles, but he was
That's
okay.
not
No,
current.
young
That's not what
Charles.
we're working
He's
with.
a model.
Charles got the hair
That's the model
plugs.
right there.
Charles got the good hair plugs.
I do think at this point, William is beyond being able to get hair plugs without everyone being like, did William get hair
Yeah,
plugs?
but I mean, if people think you killed your wife, you could get hair
And
plugs.
like you're the monarch, like do what you
You
want.
do what you want.
Change
Yeah, that's
the
also
narrative.
true.
Change the narrative.
You
Be
could
like the news is
destigmatize.
this.
Yeah, I bet they have that thing where they could just like
Wipe
No,
everyone's
wipe
memory.
everything.
Yeah.
No, young Charles did not have it like
Look
that.
at
Okay,
this.
now I'm gonna defend Kristal.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
he looks like a man who I'd actually like to go out with. You know, the other guy looks like a model, like he'd be mean to me. He looks like he'd make me laugh.
yeah, he just got off the
So he's
rugby
uglier.
field.
So you're saying he has a good
saying
personality.
he's
Okay, he's ugly.
I'm saying I would date him over William.
Well, okay.
Because I got trust issues. But that's
Okay. I feel like I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're saying that
Attainable.
because William is, please work on your self-esteem. Because William is more conventionally attractive, Charles probably had to work on his personality more
Yeah.
and probably is more dynamic and fun, whereas Will's not giving it to you.
Yeah.
I say that he's like, Will has that like little medium ugly thing going on that's like Adam Driver is swimming in puss. Like, I'm just like, he's giving Adam Driver.
I feel like, unfortunately, the Prince of Wales never has to work on his personality, and
Right.
both of them
That's
are
true.
probably atrocious to hang out with.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Absolutely horrible to have a conversation with.
well, the whole thing with Charles is that like he was picked on a lot at school, so he like would only hang out with teachers, and like he was. So he's actually like, it's not even mature. Like his taste and sensibilities are much older. Then so like the age gap with him and Diana was already like 10 years or something, but like in mentality, because all his friends were old, because none of the kids his age, because they sent him to like this really fucked up school or something.
He went to. I mean,
Like
I know
a boarding
Eton,
school.
but he
Yeah,
went. I think
not
he went to
Eton.
even like the more.
Yeah, Eton
intense
is the one
boarding
in
school.
in London, and
Yeah,
he
they
wanted to
sent
go
him
to
to,
that,
like,
and they sent
Scotland
to
or
like
some shit.
Scotland, some like.
I'm
shit
trying to remember my crown.
Yeah.
My crown lore, which is actually just like a real family's history.
Yeah. But they make it entertaining anyway.
Okay.
So you fuck Prince Charles.
Okay. So, okay, back in 2015, Will and Kate, they moved to an area that is like basically they're right next door to Chumley and her husband. So that's when like they start becoming really close. In 2016, they're photographed with the Chumleys at a fancy event. And they've stayed, even though like the rumors started in 2019, they've kind of stayed close to the Chumleys. Like, they're in the inner circle. Their son was, like, prominently featured in Charles's coronation. There was some, like the two princes had a fancy... They were, like, pages or something. It was, like, the two princes and then, like, Chumley's kid. They have 3 kids. Chumley has 3 kids, by the way, which will come up again. So, and also I read a story that Chumley and Kate Middleton went to a music festival together last year.
Oh, what?
Last year?
Yeah, last year.
Can they do that?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, do they get to go to music festivals?
I'm like, yeah, I guess Molly's
box?
for everybody.
In a
Yeah, in a
I
box,
know.
yeah.
I would love to see Kate Middleton in like full Coachella,
Yeah.
like hat, like macrame.
Well,
outfit.
but the thing is, wasn't that like very early in Prince Harry and Meghan's thing? They went to some kind of rave or something, and
Oh,
Harry
really?
just wore a mask the whole time. Or they went to a Halloween like party or bash, and his
Like
face
a
was covered. So
masquerade.
and like.
Well, at least he's
masquerade,
improving
like-
what he's wearing to the Halloween parties.
Well, the Nazi costume.
Harry wore a Nazi costume to a
Nazi
Halloween
costume.
party
Oh,
in
lovely.
his,
You gotta
in
you
his
gotta
early
explain
years.
that.
Just for anyone who wants
Yeah,
to
the Nazi
know,
costume.
he did dress up as a Nazi for Halloween once,
Yeah.
and then in his book he was like, Kate and Will made me do it, and I'm like, you still did it.
Yeah, you still did it.
I'm like, there's no one who could make me wear a
What
Nazi
did Kate
costume.
and Will dress up as when he was the Nazi?
Right.
Oh, I forgot. That's
I
a
don't
good
think
question.
Will. I guess whatever Will's costume was, it did not make waves because
They were like, yeah, it's a good idea. I feel like they were like, maybe even sarcastic, like, you should definitely do that.
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
they put
weird.
that in The Crown.
Yeah.
They,
Oh, they did? I didn't
Yeah,
watch
they
the
put
recent
that. They
like,
put that in the
season.
most recent season of The Crown.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, in Harry's book, he was like, Will and Kate told me it would be funny, and they made me do it.
Yeah, and I'm like,
oh,
they
you're a
probably
grown man.
did. Like, as
That's
a being an asshole.
crazy.
Like, I had one time I had like a can of ravioli, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to dirty a bowl. I'm just gonna put this in the microwave.
Oh, no.
Like, and I wasn't even thinking, and someone's like, yep, you should definitely do that. And I'm like, and then right before I hit start, someone was like, Millie, don't fucking do that. Like she was egging me on, like, and that's how it was. I feel like.
I would love if that was a thing that we didn't know about Harry, is that he doesn't understand sarcasm. He's like Amelia Bedelia. Like if you tell him something, he will take it fully literally. It could be so. All right, so since Kate's disappearance, which is still ongoing, it has brought up all of these rumors about Will and Chumley again, because some people speculate that maybe she has gone girled and said, you know, you're having this affair. I don't want to be around you anymore. I'm done. She's pieced out,
Yeah,
and
what
she's
if she's
pissed.
at Tyler Perry's house?
That's wow. Wow. Is Tyler Perry's house open to all royals or just
Just
the
the light-skinned black
Sussexes?
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Well, so she could. I mean, listen. Every theory is on the table at this point, so she could be at Tyler Perry's house.
There was a theory that she did get a BBL.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
we've
did see
discussed.
that.
We've discussed BBL theory.
Okay.
It feels like that's so the antithesis of like what
Yeah.
Brits are into.
Yeah.
Well, royal Brits, because I'm seeing.
If you look at Love Island,
Oh.
there's some BBLs.
Oh,
Wow,
you think
okay.
they're like up late at night, like, you know, just lusting over Love Island? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
the royals, you mean?
The royals, yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if the royals secretly watch Love Island.
Yeah.
The royals watched. I mean, that was the whole thing, was that they watched Suits, and like there's a theory that William had a huge boner for Meghan.
From Suits?
From Suits, because they would watch Suits together, and you
Harry
know,
took his
and then
coat?
Harry,
Dang.
when he's like, "I'm dating Meghan," he's like, all, you know, because he has to go with the one that. It's like what is it? Coming to America. It's like you have to go with the girl that's gonna fit the palace, not like the girl you actually like or whatever.
Dang.
Yeah, and there's always been like there's a long history of talking about Kate Middleton's mom, like stage managing
Yeah,
to get
Kris Jenner.
Kate in the way, to make sure Kate's at the right place at the right time so that she's at school with William, and all of this stuff. Like people, because Kate's technically a commoner, she's just
yeah.
which is just like a regular rich person.
Right.
Yeah.
But she went to all the right
I feel so
schools.
bad
She
for
did
her.
all this stuff. She Wadey Katie'd. She and now she's the future queen. But people think that maybe she's out because of Chumley. So these rumors have been going. The rumors about her
The
husband.
rumors and nastiness.
About her husband have gone so crazy. Now you got people online saying that one of Chumley's kids is actually William's kid. They're saying that her husband lives abroad with a man. Like,
Yeah,
it's getting...
that her husband's
And again,
gay.
these are all, like, just shit people are saying on Twitter. None of that is, like, confirmed by anybody. Allegedly. But I
No,
say
don't
it all
say
to
this.
say, like, the Twitter rumor mill has gone full ham
Yeah.
on this situation
Yeah.
to the point where like everything is out there. And my question for everyone today is like, if you were Kensington Palace, which is who's responsible for releasing information about Kate and Will,
Yeah.
what do you do at this point to stop the rumors, to stop the nastiness?
Well, the thing is that somebody's there among all these series. There's somebody who's the most wrong, right? And then there's somebody who's like close on the other spectrum. Like they're not right, but they're the least wrong person.
Yeah.
I would just find ways to amplify this least wrong rumor. I would I don't know, pull out sponsor. I don't know,
She's a marketing genius.
Wow. Yeah.
I would be commenting on their page, we make
Engaging
bots.
it.
Yeah.
You're
You're
to
make a
elevate the
QAnon,
least.
make a Q for the,
But how would that stop people making rumors?
Not to stop people making rumors, but at least to stop the ones that are the worst ones.
Yeah, to draw attention
Yeah.
to the ones that you as the palace find the least offensive rumors.
So you're going,
Interesting. Okay, so you're going a bot route.
Yeah. Alexis?
I mean, this might not be the right answer, but
It's okay.
I just think they should release a statement. Because what if it's something tragic, like she's really sick or something? It's y'all should probably just come out and tell us that she's sick so we can stop the madness.
Yeah, I think it's very, if that is the case, which is one of my working theories, is that she just, really did get surgery and she's not doing great. It's just say that. Because what you're doing at this point, releasing fucking, weird Photoshops, these, weird faraway pictures of her in a car, all of it is making it worse. Yeah. And if you just said, the princess is still recovering and she doesn't want to be photographed because she doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
There would be there's humanity to that.
Yeah.
But I think they find humanity to be something they can't do.
Well, because the whole thing is that they are divine from God. That monarchy is an extension of God. So, and this is their God-given right to rule. So, yeah, of course they don't want to show humanity because then that makes them mortals and like everyone else. And if I were the Kensington Palace, I would go a step further and do some kind of content capture video kind of thing of tour and say hi and all the kids waving and all the flowers she's gotten or whatever.
Yeah.
And have her wave at the end, some kind of video moment.
Yeah, because Charles has cancer fully right now, and he's been doing videos where he reads get well soon cards and stuff, which is also interesting because Kate we haven't seen,
which makes
we haven't
me
seen
think
her since December.
It makes me think that we haven't seen her because she does not want to be seen.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, because just one photo would do something.
Well, they've sent.
I
they've
know
published
in the
photos.
limo. I saw that.
That's the side of her face in a limo, or far away in a car, or that weird AI picture that clearly wasn't taken on fucking.
Where they're all wearing the
Mother's
same outfit
Day.
from a specific date.
Yeah, it's. I feel like either she actually does look really sick, and that's why they don't want to show the picture, or she just looks kind of sick, and the palace is so weird and obsessed with this line of thinking that Millie was talking about that they're but we can't show a picture of the princess where she's kind of puffy. And it's I think you should show the picture of the princess where she's kind of puffy because people think that she's literally dead.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And what you're saying about she doesn't want to be seen, it's I feel like there would be some paparazzi or something of her getting cereal in whatever remote island, there would be somebody would have snapped a picture by now or something.
Yeah.
So I think it's the face thing.
Yeah.
But they have so much control over the media. It's just crazy.
But not American media, not Stephen Colbert.
Not Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
They don't control Stephen Colbert.
They can control
America.
Can you imagine Stephen Colbert is the most radical media guy?
It's very interesting, guys. And we're gonna have to watch this
We're gonna watch
space.
this
Maybe
space.
there will be a royal announcement. Maybe we'll just Maybe she just shows up on Easter and everyone's like, okay,
Wow.
and she just never says shit about what I think there is a chance that they could just never actually answer any of these questions and she just shows up
Maybe
on Easter.
it's her like Rumspringa before she goes to,
Yeah.
before she becomes queen.
What if it's like a distraction technique? They're just like, there's a lot of more important things happening, but we want you all to focus on
Oh
these.
my
Yeah.
God! Not you're getting a little 5G tower.
Yeah. Well, there is a conspiracy theory that they're all going. I truly don't understand this conspiracy theory, but there's like another kind of younger royal who died by suicide. It's like genuinely sad, but there's like
And that was her ex, right?
It was Pippa's ex.
Oh, her
sister's
sister's
ex.
Okay.
People,
fishy.
there's a conspiracy theory that they're all going to live behind an Arctic ice wall
Oh,
because
yeah.
something's gonna happen. Something's gonna come out about them, so they have to go live behind a wall of ice.
Oh. Or
I
maybe
can't say
they're
one
just-
way or another.
They're gonna Avril Lavigne her.
Oh yeah, because there's that rumor that Avril Lavigne's been replaced,
Yeah,
right?
it's a clone.
Yeah.
Same with Jamie Foxx too.
Oh, Jamie Foxx.
There's a lot of people getting replaced out here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, the clones are here and they're among us and they're performing.
I wonder if the clone that replaces me will have less debt.
Wow, does a clone take on your debt? That's such an interesting
Yeah,
ethical
because
question.
that would be sad.
Yeah.
You ain't lived this life.
Yeah, exactly. The
You
clone.
didn't charge everything to
But
Americans.
genetically,
Yeah.
Sympathizing
it is.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
your
I know.
clone.
I'm like, I feel bad for you.
You
Wow.
and God.
That's a huge ethical question.
Yeah, do
that
clones get debt?
we're not prepared to answer here.
It's not this kind of podcast, guys. Sorry.
All right. I think we have time, so I'm going to move us to cursed content.
Wow, we haven't done this in a while.
We haven't done this segment in a while. This is a segment called Cursed Content, where I show you guys a piece of content that is cursed, that reveals something deeply troubling
About
the world
society and
around
yeah.
us,
Okay.
society as a whole. So, if you guys could put on your headphones
Okay.
for this one.
Okay.
I'm just going to show you, honestly, the first, 30 seconds of this video, and I think you'll get what's cursed about it.
Okay, I'm scared.
This is a TikTok that came on my FYP yesterday, and I immediately said, I have to share this with the wider world.
Received a package from Shein that contained a vial of human blood from a testing company. It had no name, no doctor's office, no date. The lady from the testing company said they're trying to track it down. She said that it was completely mishandled. They don't even ship to residents. They only ship blood back and forth between doctors. And she said even if it was a blood sample, it would have had to been refrigerated, and it wasn't. So just totally odd.
God.
I love saying totally odd. Yeah, that is totally odd.
So a Shein
How
package.
much longer is that video?
The full video is 1 minute and 13 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you guys kind of the breakdown of what else she says, but here is a picture. So she says that she received a Shein package.
And Shein, what is Shein for the people
Shein
who
for
aren't
the
online
people-
and don't shop at
for the rich, for the Turnup Toffs who don't.
the Turnup Toffs? And listen, if you're rich, subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, please subscribe at the $10 level. So Shein's like the kind of fast fashion purveyor from China. A lot of Shein discourse. Maybe we'll get into that one day.
That's a whole fucking put a pin in that. Jesus.
But they sell fashionable, cheaply made clothes from China. She says that her Shein package contained a can of dented beans and this vial of blood.
Oh my God! There's so many things going on there. Are they baked beans? Are they...
You know what? I'm actually not sure what type of. I've only seen the top
She's
of the
still
beans.
thinking about Prince Charles.
Yeah, she's
Literally,
saying,
like,
you and
I
Charles
blame
having
the British
baked
if it's
beans.
baked. If they're baked.
When I initially saw this, I was like, surely this is fake.
Yeah.
But then I Googled it, and like a bunch of other news outlets have called her and talked to her and whatever.
Wow, so this isn't Shrimp Guy.
No, this
Somebody's
isn't like
fired.
the shrimp guy who faked having shrimp tails in his cinnamon
That's
Toast
another
Crunch.
Patreon episode,
Oh.
guys.
Faked it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
it's just not confirmed, and he kind of went away with it and never followed up. But
It's very dubious that he actually found shrimp tails in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we'll say.
Well, yeah. I mean, but listen to the Deep Dive Patreon.
So,
that sounds like a fun
you know, I want to
cartoon.
leave space that maybe this woman didn't find a can of beans and vial of blood in her Shein package, but a Shein spokesperson has responded.
What did they say?
They said when we were made aware that a customer received a package that had been tampered with, we launched an immediate investigation. This indicated when the package completed our quality control process and left our facility, it contained only Shein items ordered. We will continue actively supporting the customer in her continued investigation into what occurred once her package left a Shein facility. And according to the poster, her name is Anna. I believe it's Anna Elliott. She says that Shein has been very helpful, but that FedEx will not help her.
Wow.
That FedEx is being shady.
That's what I was gonna suggest, because I did hear a story with like less insane of a switch. It was just like literally just photos into a package that was not supposed to be, but it had to have happened at the mail level.
Yeah.
It had to, not like the source, like where it came from. Like it was.
Yeah. That seems to be what the
Wow.
poster believes about how it happened, because she said that, again, that Shein is like, yeah, this really shouldn't, like, we don't know how blood got into you.
Like, we don't even have blood.
Yeah, they're like, we definitely
might
don't.
have blood.
Well,
Yeah.
think about Shein. They're about a bag.
Yeah.
I
A
feel
bag
like
that a child died to.
Right, exactly. But exactly my point is like they're so on top of like anything that could get them like really like lose them business that I feel like it's got to be FedEx.
Well, right. Considering that, like, most of their clothes are so cheaply made and like have a high profit margin, selling blood can make a lot of money. I just don't think they would give
oh, you
it
think
away
this is
for free.
advertising?
No,
for like the black market?
No.
Who's 5G now? Okay.
Yeah. What I'm saying it's not Shein, because if Shein did sell blood, it'd be very expensive. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
wouldn't be a freebie.
It wouldn't be a freebie.
Right.
They wouldn't just give it. They'd charge.
Yeah, they would charge less than where you can get it from anywhere else, but you would still.
Yeah,
Well, what
yeah,
if
for
she
sure.
ordered? Did she actually get it eventually?
How I want to see the haul.
That is actually interesting.
Would you wear a dress that came in the same package as a vial of
I
blood?
would pray over it.
Yeah, wash it first. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
You
save
wash
that.
it first.
I did
It's
see.
Shein. You can't wash it.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be done.
I did see comments that are like, "This is why you always have to wash stuff when you get it."
I think it's beyond that.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, this is definitely beyond
You're
that.
gonna get hepatitis C.
Yeah, like this is a medical vial of blood. Because when I first saw a vial of blood, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Was it in like a little like necklace or something
Yeah.
weird like that?"
Megan Fox
And then it
style.
was like, "No, this is a medical vial of blood." And I guess she called like whatever distribution center, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't even ship blood. from China, so we don't know."
Oh my God.
So she thinks that whatever the blood and the beans got in the package in the U.S. and that it was at the FedEx level that it
This
occurred.
is like some kind, like we're gonna get some kind of virus, and it's gonna be, instead of the lab leak theory, it's gonna be the Shein.
The Shein leak.
The Shein leak
At least
theory.
we have documentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
Exactly
least
where it
we
started.
do. So check your Shein packages, guys. Wash stuff when it comes in the mail. You never know. And I think I'm going to hand it over to Millie now for Grass Hole of the
And
Week.
Yeah, thank you. Grass Hole of the Week is the segment where we highlight a person or a group of people that need to touch the grass, go outside, engage with humanity more than anyone else, right? And I like to say that it's not cursed, and I'd like to say that, you know, sometimes we say it lovingly, sometimes we say it with concern, sometimes we say it with, like, not so lovingly. I'm gonna leave that verdict up to you, and
Okay.
there are two possible nominees, and I'm also curious to hear your perspective. So
Interesting.
today's Grass Hole of the Week is the natural escalation of being too online. So I've thought back to all the grass holes we've had in the past, and I feel like we've often mentioned this group of people, but I'm actually surprised it's taken this long to nominate a member of this community.
Okay.
And this week, Our grass hole or grass holes comes from the lovely world of Stan Twitter.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. Oh, I feel passionate.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to share this situation, and you can let me know if you think both of them are wrong, or both of them deserve the title, or if one person is more in the wrong than the other.
Okay.
So for our very normal, not online friends who don't, what the hell is Stan Twitter? Stan Twitter is a community on Twitter, currently known as X. And
Which we reject.
Which
and
we
we will not
reject.
be calling it
We will
that.
not be calling it X. Users that post opinions related to celebrities, music, TV shows, movies, video games, social media, and others. The community has been noted for its particular shared terminology, but also for incidents of harassment and bullying. Mm-hmm. So those are like the pillars. It's like accounts that are dedicated to fandom, like extreme fandom of a certain thing, and they harass and bully people who disagree. So it'll be like Taylor Swift fans, whatever.
Swifties are notorious. Barbs are notorious.
All right.
Yeah.
What did you say, Alexis?
The Beehive.
The
Beehive.
Beehive.
Exactly.
The Beehive is not something you want to mess with.
Exactly. So today's two characters are, I think they both use he, him pronouns. And yeah, like they're two men, Kenzo and Jasmine.
Okay.
And I have to know, like they appear to be in their teens, maybe early 20s, both assigned male at birth. Anyway, Kenzo and Jasmine have been throwing shots at each other over their favorite artist and disliking each other's artist. Kenzo likes Cardi B, Dua Lipa, and Beyonce.
Okay.
Good list.
And Jasmine is a Barb.
Oh, wow.
Just one?
Oh,
Okay.
but Barbs are serious.
Yeah.
Serious.
Oh, they go
And we'll
all
get
in,
back to
yeah.
that in a second. After a few shots back and forth, Kenzo posted this video.
Jealous. Nikki's bitter. Nikki tanked. Table stiff tanked. Stan Twitter. Please come to my house. Right here.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
no.
know what's about
You
to
have
be
my address.
Why? Why do they have his address?
Yeah.
So apparently, and you notice that he said Table Swift, because Taylor Swift fans are so rabid that if you actually type Taylor Swift and say anything derogatory, they will get you. So people use, like, if you're deep into Stan Twitter and you want to, like, say something derogatory, you'll say Barty G or something.
You
know,
spell it wrong,
You
so
spell
you
it
find
wrong
it.
so that they
Yeah.
can't search it.
Ooh,
So
baby.
I think the context of this is that Kenzo was saying shit about Nicki Minaj and Taylor, whatever, and taunting people, and then they doxed him, and then he posts this video that is
Got
like,
it.
I'm outside. Okay.
Catch me
So-
outside, if you will.
Yes.
Oh.
So, is this a video any of you would post?
Oh no.
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 I'm not giving my address
This
up.
is this is a group text.
Yeah.
This is a group text.
I'm just never posting anything inviting people to come to my house.
Right?
I'm not saying come find me ever online. That's not happening.
Okay.
And if they do dox me, I am moving.
Yeah, I'm
staying
not.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so. So, now Jasmine did a video in response, a diss video, in response to Kenzo. And I do have to say, content warning, Go Touch Grass does not endorse what's being said in this video.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, headphones.
And I do have to say again that these are two teen boys. and
Are they
you're-
teenagers or are they like? Because he looks like he was like 20.
Yeah, they might be 20 or 19,
But
but
they're young.
But I need
Yeah.
you to I need
They're
the audience to know before we click on Jasmine's that this is a boy, I would say Hispanic.
Okay.
So, I think that just matters in when we hear
Now
this.
I'm like,
Oh,
what is
no.
this video gonna say?
Kenzo, you scary ass faggot. You have the audacity to block me and then you try to tweet about me thinking I wouldn't have seen it. Then you hop on Twitter showing your ugly ass Savannah Desert House thinking nobody will pull up. When I just beat the fuck out of Steven's faggot ass at his college,
Oh my
bitch,
God.
you lost your mind. You Nancy Slow need a lobotomy so bad. I feel bad for your ugly ass fat Ninjago Spinjitzu master ass mama. You growing pubic hair on your chin looking like Swain from Nino Cooney. You fat ass Toko booty ass bitch. bitch. Bitch, instead of speaking on Nicki Minaj or Taylor, speak on your nasty mug hole. You talk about how you ain't do shit in your worthless life and be a ugly sob story faggot. Popping his gums on Twitter. Kill yourself and shut the fuck up, faggot.
Wow, a lot of F slurs.
I know, but
Hitting it
like,
hard. I mean, I think he's
It's
a
in
member
the
of the community,
community. It's
but
clearly someone
I
in
think
the
it's still a lot.
I think
It's
we're
still a lot.
It's a member of the community, and I do want to. Yeah, I did want to note is that this is a Hispanic boy.
Yes,
saying
it
this.
is. But also, I love that there's like while there's like at the same time as being like zero production value, he also does edit in.
Yeah, the
like,
references so that you know he's so what because this is an audio medium. As this person, as Jasmine's like, you look like this character from this anime.
He's putting in the
picture.
photos, in the, like to give the reference, and yet everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys,
That was wild.
Wow.
this is
I had
crazy,
so
right?
many-
No, wait.
They were friends at one point, right? Or
No.
Or like, okay.
No,
No, but
and he read all of that. He was reading it from. a piece
Yeah,
of
yeah,
paper.
he
He
wrote
wrote
it.
it.
He
He
prepared
prepared
that
it.
statement.
He prepared
That was a prepared
Unlike
statement.
his fave.
unlike
I-
what do you say? Nicki Minaj can't read, or Nicki Minaj doesn't prepare statements.
I'm talking about when she was going live and like
Yeah,
was like
just
trying
saying-
to flow live. He sounds like he's trying to be like her when she was like trying to be live like that.
Yeah,
But she wasn't reading. She was like
trying
was
to improvise.
She was off
yeah.
Yeah, and improvised live stream. I mean, if there's anything that we learned during the pandemic is that
Don't do
live
it.
stream improv just
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But yeah, maybe it's something like the disciple is always gonna outsmart the master. I don't know, but guys, so far this is crazy.
Yeah.
But nothing out of the ordinary
Yeah.
until March 13th.
Oh my
wait,
God,
I thought
the
it was done.
escalation.
No.
Where Jasmine bought a plane ticket from Los
Oh my
Angeles
God, which
to
airline?
Phoenix
Oh.
to go to
Which
Kenzo's
airline?
house to attempt to fight him.
Oh.
Okay.
It was Spirit. Right?
Wow.
So I feel like Spirit is more on the East Coast, no?
Frontier.
And
You
then
can get
Yeah. Southwest.
Southwest.
Both, yeah. They go
So
across country.
when Jasmine arrived at Kenzo's neighborhood, Jasmine made a video showing he was outside his house.
No.
And Kenzo's tweeted the following tweets. I think he's outside my block because that's not the side of the block at the timestamp 1 second in the video. And then he tweeted, "You really spent a couple $100 on a flight and an Uber to my house over Stan Twitter shit? You're a psychopath." Then they tweeted, "Going outside, maybe, I don't know." And then it said, "If he had the balls, he would be at my house right now. He knows I'll call law enforcement. So then why are you here in the first place?" So, guys,
Uh-oh.
they met and there is video.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
head-
no.
Oh my
Headphones
God.
on.
Okay.
So hold on a second.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Flight from LA to Phoenix, ordered an Uber to show up to my house
not at
with
night.
the intentions of hurting me and my family.
Can we just
He's been
talk? I'm not trying to assault
He's
nobody.
been encouraging others to attack my family via online forums.
Forums?
Corrales,
That's not my name.
last name Corales.
Can I talk, please? Girl, just let me talk. Girl, they being weird. It's no point. Yeah, they're trying to call 12. I mean, what the fuck? And then now the dad's trying to flash me like, girl, I just wanted to talk.
I'm sorry, you don't get to say they're
all he
being
doing
weird.
is just following me with his dad. And they trying to call the police. I don't know what to do, chill. I ain't doing nothing illegal, so it's whatever.
Did you say he said,
Yeah, all he doing is just following me with his dad. And they trying to call the police.
He said, I'm not doing
I don't know what
anything
to do,
illegal."
chill. I ain't doing nothing illegal.
Right.
I just don't think you get to say you guys are being weird when you're the person who flew to their house over Stan Twitter beef, though.
This is
The first guy
crazy.
did say, "Come to my house."
yes, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like,
It was an invite.
you said come to my house and pull up.
Yeah.
And then he pulled up. So you can't why would you invite this to your life?
I do love Jasmine's attitude of being like, you guys are being weird. Why won't you let me talk? Like, and I'm like,
and the kid shows up with his dad. Can you imagine this guy's poor Arizona dad who has to be like,
you're doing what online?
Yeah,
right.
Even know.
So how does that
Son?
conversation start? How do you have to? Well, first you have to break down what are barbs.
Yeah, first you have to say, okay, do you know the rapper Nicki Minaj?
Right.
Have you seen her? Yeah, this is her. Yes, her butt's big. Okay.
Yes.
Explain to, and then be like, I am on the side of Dua Lipa, Beyonce, Cardi B, like explaining to your dad,
And
like,
your dad's like,
Finish him.
yeah. So I did post a video saying that he should come to our house, and I was doxxed, and our address is out in the public. But
More
he
coming.
did come. It's like,
But I bet you there was like so much that he left out.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet
It's like,
he.
I don't
Oh,
know why he's
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is.
well,
Also, it's like such a famous words if people be like, I just want to talk. And then they just start wailing on you.
yeah, I know. You don't just want to talk. Especially after, in the reference video, he said, I just went to this other guy's house, pulled up at his school,
Yeah.
and fought him at school.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my
why would you
God.
invite me to come over? Well, guys,
Is there more?
the police were called.
Oh.
And there's video of the police coming.
It's too much.
There's two really short videos, so
Yep.
let's watch both of them.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
react.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
I understand you're here from out of state. I'm not sure where you can go, but
You want to say hi?
No, not really.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
So that was the cop. I'll replay it one more
wanna
time.
say hi?
This is the cop like saying your rights, and it's like, hey, so you can't be here, and then you'll hear.
People get hurt. I understand you're here from out of state. I'm not sure where you can go, but
You want to say hi?
No, not really.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Doing a selfie video, being arrested.
Hold on, I'm recording the video. Okay, I update. Kenzo and his dad left. I guess they done talking to the police, but I'm still here. I don't know what's gonna happen, but if I go to jail, I don't know what for. I didn't do anything, but he did go outside willingly. But at the end of the day, if I do go to jail, I'm gonna have an iconic mugshot. But besides that, signing off because my phone's at 1. Bye.
Oh, no, not phone on 1%.
Okay, I
Not
update.
phone
Kenzo
on
and his
1%,
dad left.
and
I
you're
guess
being
they done
arrested, and you're across the country in front of some person's house.
This really is such a classic example of just somebody who has not learned the word prioritize.
Yeah.
He really has it all. Like a 1% battery.
Yeah.
You're about to go to prison. Like
Yeah.
what the hell?
Well, you didn't see. I don't know if you heard in the beginning of the video where he told the cop,
Hold
on.
I'm recording a video."
Yeah.
And the cop
He's
was like,
okay.
I was
Yeah.
like, this is the nicest white police officer I've ever heard in my life.
And when he's like, do you want to be on the video? And the guy's like, no,
I'm
I don't,
okay.
no thanks.
No, thank
Thanks
you.
for offering,
Thank
though.
you.
Yeah.
I am growing my page. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Swarm was a documentary.
Nicki. Yeah.
God,
But
Swarm is
people
real.
said that Swarm, because Swarm was based on the Beehive, but it should have been about Nicki Minaj.
It should have been.
And now you see why.
They were probably afraid of going after Nicki if this is
Yeah.
what they together.
Yeah.
They're like,
That's
leave her
true.
alone.
Barb's showing up at Malia Obama's house because she wrote on Swarm.
Yeah, she did,
Malia
yeah.
Obama wrote on Swarm, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what do you think? Do you think they're both the grasshopper? There's okay, well, just quick little, well, just to round this out,
Okay.
Kenzo
I'm making
tweeted
a video.
that Jasmine
Pointy
says,
fingers. Okay.
yeah, I know. Kenzo says Jasmine has autism, so he isn't aware of the consequences of his actions. The police, my father and I discussed the possibility of taking him back to Los Angeles so he can get the help that he needs. Social services will take care of him, the compassionate side of things. And then he said, this is a different tweet. Showing up to a person's house regardless if an individual is mentally challenged or not is absolutely insane. Stan Twitter should be a place where you can discuss music and laugh at music artist issues. But when the fans are being targeted, it is wrong. So it's like,
Who said that?
so both of those were from Kenzo.
Oh, they were both there. Okay.
So Kenzo is basically like, this kid is actually obviously like autistic, which I'm like, whatever. And he's not doing well. And also like, Stan Twitter's supposed to be fun, guys. Like, we're just supposed to be talking about artists. It's not supposed to be, but it's just like, but you guys are, to me, yeah, I want to hear your things. But to me, I'm like, this is the kind of shit you're doing like artists are human beings too, and you're engaging in this, and you think it's all kiki and until somebody actually shows you what the consequences are.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah, I feel like I think tentatively all of Stan Twitter needs to touch grass.
Yeah.
So in that way, both of them need to go touch grass. I think that Kenzo's initial video inviting people to come to his home was unwise.
Yeah.
But I feel like the biggest offender here is Jasmine, who did fly to Kenzo's house and got almost arrested and probably got arrested. I don't know, you know? I don't know where this ended, but I do feel that I do agree with Kenzo's last statement that, like, regardless of whatever challenges Jasmine is facing, you can't fly based on Twitter beef to somebody's house and try to fight them.
Yeah. I really am I don't agree with like Jasmine's actions, but I am inspired by how far anger was able to take him.
Yeah.
No, truly, like I wish I could do as much as he got done in a day. Bought a ticket, went to a place. Like,
I know. I won't even take a last minute trip for myself.
You know, that's crazy. Somebody asked me, "Can you do a show in DC in a month?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. That's really stressful. I don't think I can pull it off." But this, I'm like, well, and also, but you know, the internet's like, listen. He did say pull up. And everyone's like, I'm going to pull up. And he said, pull up. So you can't act, you know, like all crazy now and be shocked.
That is true.
And
like,
it's like,
like literally, like Kenzo was like CEO of Twitter fingers. Like he really was just typing, and Jasmine was about that life.
And Jasmine, and I mean, I would say, right, we're talking about who needs to log off. Jasmine is logged off. Like,
Jasmine's phone is dead.
Jasmine told the cop, hold on, and whatever. And Jasmine's ready to take it to the real world.
I want to see that mugshot because I'm like, was it worth it?
Because completely, can you believe you're about to go to jail? You told the cop, hold on, I'm recording, and then be like, my mugshot's gonna fucking slay.
Yeah.
And it's just like
no crumbs will be left with my mugshot.
I do think that Gen Z can change the world. But their effort is being if Jasmine put the effort to ending climate change, it will be done tomorrow.
Absolutely. We gotta find ways to like make these celebrities be like secret shills for like actual good things.
Yeah, because
Jasmine is powerful.
Yes. Oh my God, can you imagine like some tense like negotiations between like Russia and Ukraine, and Putin's like, pull up, Jasmine's there. Jasmine will pull up on you and be like, what now?
Everybody is a Dennis Rodman now, just negotiating peace.
Oh my God, I forgot that Dennis Rodman negotiated peace.
You gotta pull up. Yeah, so I'm just like, I mean, I don't know if I would tell Jasmine to log off.
But we kind of need him.
But
we might need to activate.
Jasmine is logging off, but he needs to do something else too.
Yeah.
But I'm just like standing on business.
Yeah, really.
You're standing on an MBA.
Yeah.
So and Kenzo, this is what you can't be just saying shit online.
No.
So those are.
I will say this. So. It's not very funny, but like I have seen a lot of people who have been able to fight against these doxers by like finding the IP addresses of the people. And listen, not everybody has coding skills.
Yeah.
No.
I think I'm kind of like on Kenzo's side. Like people feel helpless when that happens, and you want to do something. You want to say something. Yeah. And so he was wrong, but also I understand wanting to like say something to the people that did something to you.
That doxed you. Yeah.
To that, when the latest Nicki Minaj stuff happened, they were targeting people, and a lot of people like. Basically, the way that these barbs all work, because they're in a group chat and stuff, like somebody got them on RICO charges because they were like intent to harm over state lines and stuff. Like, if you have a good lawyer, not because one of the people, and it's like, when they're like attacking actually grown people, there has been retaliation back, but through the legal manner of like, oh, you're going to dox me, I'm going to dox you, and I'm going to tell your boss that you're saying this, or I'm going to tell your family that you're saying. So it's like, that's different than like pull up. That's like, oh, you want to, like, I'm taking this illegal route. All of you are getting legal charges.
Rico charges for Stan Twitter.
Wild.
I'll send you that. That's
People got too much time.
Yeah.
People have a lot of time.
Well,
and I'm like, maybe I should have more time.
No, I'm like, I want Jasmine on my street team. I want Jasmine on my street team.
Yeah. Jasmine, please start standing. Go touch grass.
Jasmine, come to the studio. You're flying out. You got the points.
Pull up,
Pull up to Headgum Studios.
Will come.
I was like, no.
Jasmine,
I was like, do not come. Jasmine, pull up to Headgum Studios.
Our producer looks horrified.
Just never get that flight. We know you'll take a last-minute flight. We record on Mondays.
And we ride at dawn.
To Astigmatism Comedy.
Don't come in. Don't come.
Lower East Side. Because listen,
wow.
Because come on, if Jasmine was on our street team, can you imagine?
We would be so. I said it once. I'll say it again. Jasmine's very powerful.
Yeah, I'm like. You know how much hate, like, the people who got mad at us for saying the Stanley Cup stuff, if Jasmine pulled up on, it's like, the Stanley Cup does have lead in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totoro looking ass. All right, well, those are our grass holes.
Wow, that was a wild ride.
I know, and yeah. I feel like they all got to touch grass.
Yeah,
I feel
think
like
it's everyone.
I have to touch grass after telling you guys. After being so online to have to share that with you. I now have to touch grass. Well, that was our show, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
This was so wonderful.
It was so wonderful to have you. Alexis, Kristal, why don't you tell us where we can find each of you individually and together?
Promote shows,
anything you want to plug?
Yeah, so definitely come out to Astigmatism Comedy every third Saturday at P&T Knitwear. You can follow us at Astigmatism Comedy.
Yes. Beautiful.
And your handle?
Oh, and my handle's just Alexis Bradby. Yes. I'm kind of scared to share that after this.
Jasmine's like, really
like I should have used my government
Michelle Obama.
See, if Jasmine was a Michelle Obama Kristal?
Yes. So when does this come out?
It'll come out Wednesday.
Okay. So I still have a Kickstarter going right now for a comic book. It's the first ever comic book that's been written by a Black woman, edited by a Black woman, interiors by a Black woman, and co-published by a Black woman.
Wow.
And that'll be internationally distributed. So if you want to help support more Black women in comics, there's a Kickstarter going now. It's Black Girl Magic, magic spelled with a K.
Wow,
amazing. That's
incredible.
Awesome. Yeah. And what about where people can find you? Unless you don't want to unless you don't want them to pull up.
I'm the Dark Kristal everywhere. You can find me at kristaladams.com.
Beautiful. Guys, you can follow our podcast at Go Touch Grass Pod on everything. You can follow me at Pandalise on Instagram and Elise Navidad on TikTok for as long as we have TikTok.
Yes, because that's going away. Y'all can follow me at Millie_Tamares on TikTok and on Instagram, and at Millie Tamares on Twitter. I'm still there. Well, I don't know why. Well, I'm still there because
who knows?
We
wouldn't have gotten any of this if Millie wasn't still on Twitter. So
follow me there and make sure I keep the dream alive. And also, we got some great Patreon apps coming up.
If you want the full Kate Middleton timeline, that's up on our Patreon right
Part
now.
one and part
$5
two.
level, 2 parts. You can get the whole thing. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and review. And until next time,
go touch grass.
That was a HeadGum podcast.
Hi, I'm Caleb Heron, host of the So True podcast, now on HeadGum. Every week, me and my guests get into it and we get down to what's really going on. I ask them what's so true to them, how they got to where they are in life, a bunch of other questions, and we also may or may not test their general trivia knowledge, whether it's one of my sworn enemies like Brittany Broski or Drew Wallow, or my actual biological mother, Kelly. My guests and I are just after the truth, and if we find it, great, and if not, no worries. So subscribe to So True on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, or wherever you get your podcasts, and watch video episodes on the So True with Caleb Heron YouTube channel. New episodes drop every Thursday. Love ya.